Hey everybody, just wanted to make another video for our Viking shield crafting. I've got quite a few different shields right now at all different stages of creation, so I wanted to kind of show you how we've been progressing. The last video that we did, we were still just gluing on the canvas, and after you give it plenty of time to dry, now you can start painting. There's lots of different ways you can do this, fully customizable. Depends on how accurate you want it to be as well. The colors you can pick, the patterns you can pick. It's super fun. So I have a couple different ones here. This one, I really like this color. One of our group members, Rich, found the green paint at Home Depot and just a basic cross. This shield, I guess progress that we've had on it is pretty much the steps right after what was in our last video. The canvas was put on, the canvas was glued, and then it was painted. Back here, you can paint or you can leave it blank. This is just painted brown, just kind of dull neutral color here. And then so far, all we've done to the shield since painting is we've just drilled the holes for the shield boss to go on the actual shield itself. And so the easiest way to do this, and I can just kind of point this out just real quick, if you kind of align it the way you want it to go, or in whatever orientation that you want, make sure you've got the space here if you want your handle to go across this side. So it kind of is a little bit of a guessing game. It's totally up to you, totally however you want to do it. Sometimes it bugs me if the rivets aren't symmetrical, so we like to make them look pretty nice. And so for this particular shield, we'll have the handle going across here, and then the shield boss is going straight up and down this way. So that kind of makes it a little bit easier. So right now, all we've done so far is we've just drilled the holes. The rivets were placed in the holes after drilling, and that makes it a whole lot easier to put the boss on, and it doesn't move all over the place. Before, what we've done is we've actually put the boss on here, put pencil marks, and then took the boss off and drilled, but then it doesn't fully line up, and that's kind of an issue that we've had. So once you drill your first hole, you just put a rivet in there, and now that boss isn't moving. And so now as long as you hold that boss down, you can put a hole on the bottom, then put a hole on the top, put a rivet in. And so that's kind of how these bosses are put on. You can make your own rivets, or you can just buy some. We've made our own rivets in the past, and it is time consuming, so it's totally up to you how you want to do it. This shield here is a finished construction shield. Like I said, we like making ours pretty symmetrical, so the up and down vertical line here on the top and bottom of the boss, and then the handle going across here. And so you can see we have the rivets peened on the front, just because I feel like that looks a little more rustic rather than having machine-made rivets on the outside, the dome head on the outside. So we've used little washers here. All this has been riveted down. Here's the back. This one we did not paint the back side, so this is just regular canvas. It's a little yellow from the wood glue. Down here at the bottom, you can see where we've moved, or we've glued down the edges. That was in the previous video that we did. If there is a whole lot of excess here, like some parts here, you can kind of lift it up and cut, or you can just leave it. It's totally up to you guys. For the actual handle itself, this took a little bit of shaping. You kind of want to measure what we've done. We've measured the diameter of the hole, and then found the center point, and then we kind of made a handle shape, and we found that makes it super easy to be able to maneuver the shields. So if you have the shield, it's easy to move back and forth, to maneuver, to use actually in battle, and makes it easier to handle, so it's not just there and you just kind of leave it there and you don't do anything with it. You want to be able to move your shield as much as possible. It's an extension of your arm, and it helps guard you wherever you're maneuvering the shield, and there's all different types of techniques you can do. Maybe one day we'll have videos on that as well, on shield technique and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, we've shaped this. This wood here is red oak. It takes quite a good beating, so it's pretty sturdy. It is porous, so once and the shield is totally done. Once the shield is done, we will linseed oil everything to kind of trap in the not trap in the moisture, but keep the moisture out. Be able to make sure it lasts. But we like to shape the handles there. You can do a fancy taper on the edges. We feel like that looks pretty fancy, but you can just leave it totally straight. And then we do 2 rivets on either side. You can see one of the rivets got a little busted, or it busted a little piece of the wood, so we had to use a bigger washer there. So it looks kind of dinky, but hey, it's on the inside, so it's not that big of a deal. But so far, this one looks pretty good. The rest of this video that I'd like to talk about is actually doing the rawhide edge. So I'll stop the video here and probably upload this one separate, and then the next video after that I'm gonna go over how to do rawhide edging. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can put in this video. No, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, this is the finished product here, except for the last of the oiling, the linseed oil. But it turned out pretty good. So find the next video and follow along, and you'll be able to make your own shield.